Today, we're going to take a deep dive into the world of mouth-watering Cornish pasties. These delicious, golden brown treats are not just a delight to eat, but they also bring a rich history and a comforting combination of flavors that make them a staple in British cuisine. If you're a fan of warm, flaky pastries filled with hearty meat and vegetables, then you're in for a real treat. So let's embark on this tasty adventure and explore everything there is to know about the classic Cornish pasty. Cornish pasties are a traditional British dish that originated in Cornwall, a beautiful region in the southwest of England. Known for its stunning coastline and rich cultural heritage, Cornwall is also famous for giving us this delicious, handheld meal. These pasties were originally created as a practical and filling meal for miners who needed something hearty and easy to eat while working underground. Since their hands were often covered in dirt, the thick, crimped crust of the pasty allowed them to hold onto their meal without actually touching the edible part of the pastry. Once they finished eating the filling, they could discard the crust, making it a clever and convenient solution for workers in harsh conditions. The traditional Cornish pasty is made by folding a pastry over a generous filling of meat and vegetables, then sealing the edges before baking it until the crust turns a beautiful golden brown. The filling typically consists of diced or minced beef, potatoes, onions, and swede, also known as rutabaga, all seasoned with a simple yet delicious combination of salt and pepper. The ingredients are placed raw inside the pastry before baking, which allows the flavors to meld together perfectly during the cooking process, resulting in a rich and satisfying taste in every bite. The slow baking process ensures that the meat remains tender, while the vegetables become soft and flavorful. While the traditional filling remains a favorite, there are also plenty of variations to cater to different tastes. Vegetarian versions have become increasingly popular, featuring fillings like cheese and onion, mushrooms, leeks, or even spiced lentils for those who prefer a plant-based option. No matter what kind of filling you choose, the key to a perfect Cornish pasty lies in the balance of flavors and textures. The crust should be crisp and flaky, while the inside should be moist, savory, and full of well-seasoned goodness. Cornish pasties are best enjoyed fresh out of the oven when the crust is still warm and slightly crispy. However, they are also great for picnics, lunch boxes, or even as an on-the-go snack, since they retain their flavors and texture even after cooling down. In Cornwall, you'll find many bakeries and pasty shops selling these delightful pastries, each with their own unique touch to the recipe. Whether you buy one from a local bakery or decide to make your own at home, there's no denying the comforting and satisfying nature of a well-made Cornish pasty. One of the best accompaniments to a Cornish pasty is a rich and flavorful gravy. While a traditional pasty is moist enough on its own, some people love to dip their pasties in a warm, meaty gravy for an extra burst of flavor. This gravy is usually made from the juices released during the baking process, combined with stock, seasonings, and a bit of flour to thicken it up. The result is a deliciously smooth and hearty sauce that complements the pasty perfectly, making each bite even more indulgent. If you're feeling adventurous and want to try making Cornish pasties at home, you're in luck. The process is quite simple and, with a little patience, you'll be able to recreate this British classic in your own kitchen. The first step is to prepare the pastry, which should be firm enough to hold the filling but still light and flaky once baked. A good pastry dough is made using flour, butter or lard for a more traditional taste, a pinch of salt, and just enough cold water to bring the dough together. Once you've rolled out your dough into circles, it's time to add the filling. The key to a successful pasty is to ensure that the filling is evenly distributed and that the pastry is sealed properly to prevent any juices from leaking out during baking. After adding your meat and vegetables, fold the pastry over and crimp the edges tightly to create the signature half-moon shape. Once sealed, place the pasties on a baking tray, brush them with a little egg wash for that beautiful golden shine, and bake them in a preheated oven until they are crisp and golden brown. Making pasties at home also gives you the freedom to experiment with different fillings and flavors. You can try adding herbs and spices, incorporating different meats like chicken or lamb, or even making sweet versions filled with apples and cinnamon for a delicious dessert pasty. The possibilities are endless, and once you get the hang of it, you'll love creating your own variations of this classic dish. So, there you have it, a detailed look into the delightful world of Cornish pasties. Whether you're a longtime fan of these iconic pastries or trying them for the first time, there's no denying their delicious appeal. With their flaky crust, savory filling, and rich history, Cornish pasties are truly a culinary treasure that everyone should experience. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more delicious recipes and food adventures.